The pressure is really turning up around Cheyenne Bryant, and every single day this story keeps getting messier because now one of the biggest publishing companies in the world is reportedly offering refunds to people over claims tied to her credentials. And y'all know a company that huge is not about to move like that unless something serious is happening. Now, the internet has been side-eyeing Dr. Cheyenne Bryant for a while because people started questioning if she is really a doctor at all. And so far, nobody has seen clear proof. Now, for the people who may not know, she built her whole image around being Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, the wellness expert, the relationship coach, the woman celebrities trust. She has been connected to names like Nick Cannon, Shannon Sharp, and Cam Newton. And that doctor title is a huge reason why people believed her, listened to her, and spent money with her. But everything really exploded after she appeared on the Joe Budden podcast and casually revealed that she does not actually have a therapy license. And once that clip hit the internet, people started digging deeper and deeper into her story.
Where did you get your start?
My start as far as like a therapist, I started off as a marriage, family, child therapist about 18 years ago. Before I obtained my doctorate degree in counseling psychology. Once I became a doctor of psychology, I transitioned from a therapist to a psychology expert in private practice. And so I no longer practice under a license. I'm in private practice. A license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
Before all this drama really reached its boiling point, she had already appeared on Club Shay Shay, where she confidently told the audience that she had 3 doctorate degrees. And that statement is now coming back around in a major way because people are questioning every single part of it.
I ran into 6 degrees, 3 doctorates, a master's degree, a house at 19, my first home, a daycare at 19, 3 retail stores.
Once the backlash started getting louder and louder, Cheyenne Bryant tried to step into the fire and explain herself by going on The Breakfast Club, hoping she could calm everything down and clear up the confusion surrounding her name.
It's very simple. I went to a school, Argosy University, completed an entire program. I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school. I was like, okay, I'm confused. I Google. It says this school has been shut down. I said, oh, well, they got to have records. I mean, they were accredited when I attended the school. They were accredited when I finished the program. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Where I contact the third party, that third party only holds records for 2 years. I was past my 2 years. So that means that I had...
Instead of backing away from the controversy, she leaned even harder into it and later showed up on the Marissa show, basically making it clear that she felt like she did not owe proof or explanations to anybody, and that only made people question things even more.
I've earned the title, I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in His will and I'm serving and I'm doing His, His word, my sheep will know my voice. Even the sheep in wolf clothing. That is not my battle.
But with the questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees, and my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles, it's in how effective I've been.
Why not drop doctor from your name if you cannot bring forth that doctoral degree?
So I've already covered this, right? And we're here obviously to talk about my new book. So I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody, and we're going to leave it just as that.
Now, this is where the whole story starts feeling really shaky, because if somebody says they have a doctorate in counseling psychology and they are out here giving advice, guiding people, and presenting themselves as an expert, then yes, people are gonna expect proof, because that is how these professions work. When you walk into a doctor's office, a therapist's office, or even a lawyer's office, their degrees and licenses are usually hanging right there on the wall for everybody to see. Because the public deserves to know the person handling their health, emotions, or legal issues is truly qualified. And there is no way somebody in her position would not already understand that. Now, according to her story, she says she earned a doctorate from Argosy University. But people quickly pointed out a major problem because anybody who completes a doctorate program has to finish a dissertation, which is basically a giant research project that can take years to complete. And once it is approved, it normally gets stored in a public database called ProQuest, where dissertations from accredited universities can be searched by anyone. So when people searched for Cheyenne Bryant's dissertation, they reportedly came up empty. And what made it even bigger was the fact that she previously claimed she had 3 doctorate degrees, meaning there should supposedly be multiple dissertations attached to her name. And still, nobody could find anything. Then people also started saying that even if a school shuts down, graduates can usually still request transcripts and records because those things do not just vanish overnight. But honestly, the internet did not even stop there because people began asking an even simpler question. If you really earned a doctorate, then where is the actual degree? Where are the graduation pictures? Where is the moment walking across the stage? Because most people proudly keep those memories forever, especially after years of hard work. Now, while all this was happening, her publishing company, Hay House, appeared to go into damage control mode after her new book, Live Your Promise, released with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant printed directly on the cover, and many people believe that title is now creating serious problems for the company because they reportedly posted instructions telling customers to submit complaints about alleged false credential claims involving the author. And for a major respected publisher to even mention something like that publicly says a whole lot. Now, of course, none of this proves anything with absolute certainty, but the internet is definitely convinced something is off. And many people feel like if she truly has the degree, the fastest way to end all this would be to simply show it. Because right now, this situation keeps spiraling deeper and deeper. And some people are even wondering if lawsuits could eventually come into the picture, especially with money, business, and professional branding involved. And y'all already know people take degrees very seriously, especially in the Black community, where earning a doctorate is seen as a huge accomplishment that families celebrate with pride. So a lot of people are asking, why hide it if it is real? Now, the internet is fully divided, with some people defending her and others believing the entire image was built on a lie. But I want to know what y'all think about this whole situation. Do you believe Cheyenne Bryant, or do you think this story is starting to fall apart? Let me know below, because this drama definitely does not look like it is slowing down anytime soon.